Hello everyone and welcome to this exciting session on Class 9 Mathematics. Today, we are diving deep into the world of quadrilaterals, specifically focusing on a powerful theorem: one pair of opposite sides equal and parallel implies parallelogram. We'll explore this concept through 4 levels of understanding: easy, medium, hard, and hardest, ensuring you grasp every nuance and are ready for any challenge. Get ready to unlock some geometric secrets. Let's kick things off with the easy level. We'll start by understanding the basics of parallelograms and this special condition. First, what exactly is a parallelogram? It's a four-sided polygon, a quadrilateral, where both pairs of opposite sides are parallel. This fundamental definition gives rise to several other properties: opposite sides are equal in length, opposite angles are equal, and consecutive angles add up to 180 degrees. Also, a key property is that its diagonals bisect each other, meaning they cut each other into two equal halves. These characteristics make parallelograms unique among quadrilaterals. Now, let's talk about the special condition that's the core of our topic. If one pair of opposite sides of a quadrilateral is equal and parallel, then it's a parallelogram. This is a fantastic shortcut. Instead of checking all 4 sides, you only need to verify these 2 conditions for just one pair of opposite sides. For instance, if in quadrilateral ABCD, side AB is parallel to side DC and AB is equal to DC, then ABCD is automatically a parallelogram. This works because by drawing a diagonal, we form 2 congruent triangles, which then forces the other pair of sides to be both equal and parallel. Time to test your understanding with a few practice questions. Take a moment to read them, pause the video if you need to, and think about your answers. These questions will help solidify your grasp of the basic concept we've just covered. Good luck! Ready to go deeper? Let's move on to the medium level, where we'll formalize the theorem and walk through its proof step by step. At the medium level, we'll formalize our theorem: a quadrilateral is a parallelogram if a pair of its opposite sides is parallel and equal. If we have a quadrilateral ABCD where AB is parallel to DC and AB is equal to DC, our goal is to prove it's a parallelogram by showing that AD is also parallel to BC. Our strategy is to use the power of triangle congruence. By drawing a diagonal, we create 2 triangles, and then we'll use known facts about parallel lines and given conditions to prove these triangles are congruent. Let's dive into the step-by-step proof. Consider our quadrilateral ABCD with AB parallel to DC and AB equal to DC. First, we draw the diagonal AC, dividing the quadrilateral into 2 triangles, ABC and CDA. Now, let's compare them. We know AB is equal to CD because it's given. Since AB is parallel to DC and AC is a transversal, the alternate interior angles, BAC and DCA, must be equal. And, of course, AC is a common side to both triangles. With a side, an angle, and another side, we can conclude that ABC is congruent to CDA by the Sass congruence rule. With our triangles proven congruent, the conclusion is straightforward: through CP/CTC, or corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent. This tells us 2 things. First, BC must be equal to DA, meaning the other pair of opposite sides are equal. Second, BCA must be equal to DAC. Since these are alternate interior angles formed by transversal AC intersecting lines BC and DA, their equality implies that BC is parallel to DA. So, we've shown both pairs of opposite sides are parallel, fulfilling the definition of a parallelogram. This theorem is crucial because it gives us a powerful and efficient way to identify parallelograms, simplifying many geometric problems. Now, it's time for some medium-level practice questions. These problems will require you to apply the theorem and its proof more directly. Take your time, draw diagrams if helpful, and try to construct your arguments. Pause the video now to work through them. Ready for a greater challenge? Welcome to the hard level, where we'll analyze the theorem's deeper implications and connections. The one pair theorem is more than just a shortcut, it's a powerful and fundamental condition in geometry. It highlights how minimal, yet precise, information can define a complex shape. This theorem is vital because it acts as a gateway to proving all other properties of parallelograms and, subsequently, other special quadrilaterals like rectangles and squares. It's a direct consequence of Euclidean axioms, particularly those concerning parallel lines and triangle congruence, showcasing the logical structure of geometry. Understanding its power allows us to build robust geometric arguments and proofs efficiently. Let's review the detailed proof, emphasizing each step's implication. We start with quadrilateral ABCD, given AB is parallel to DC and AB equals DC. By drawing diagonal AC, we form two triangles. The given conditions, along with alternate interior angles being equal and AC being a common side, establish congruence between ABC and CDA by SAS. From this congruence, by CP/CTC, we deduce that BC equals DA and that alternate interior angles BCA and DAC are equal. The equality of these alternate interior angles then proves that BC is parallel to DA. Thus, with both pairs of opposite sides parallel, ABCD is definitively a parallelogram. Each step logically builds upon the previous, leading to an undeniable conclusion. Once a quadrilateral is proven to be a parallelogram using this theorem, all its other properties automatically follow. Both pairs of opposite sides are equal, both pairs of opposite angles are equal, and its diagonals bisect each other. This theorem is even used to prove the diagonal bisection property itself. It's crucial to distinguish this from other quadrilaterals. A trapezoid has only one pair of parallel sides, but this theorem requires that same pair to also be equal. A kite has equal adjacent sides, but no general parallelism. This theorem's condition is sufficient, meaning if it holds, it must be a parallelogram. However, it's not necessary, as other conditions can also define a parallelogram. Now, let's tackle the hard-level practice questions. These problems require multi-step thinking, perhaps involving auxiliary constructions or combining the theorem with other geometric principles. Take your time, analyze each problem carefully, and strive for clear, logical proofs. Pause the video and challenge yourself. Are you ready for the ultimate test of your geometric prowess? Welcome to the hardest level, where we'll explore axiomatic foundations, advanced applications, and competitive insights. At this level, we appreciate that this theorem is not just a rule, but a fundamental result rooted in the axiomatic system of Euclidean geometry. Its proof relies heavily on Euclid's parallel postulate, which underpins the behavior of parallel lines. The theorem's role as a sufficient condition means it provides a definitive test. If a quadrilateral meets these criteria, it is a parallelogram, without exception. This axiomatic understanding is vital for appreciating geometry's logical structure. It's a foundational theorem from which many other complex properties of parallelograms are derived, demonstrating the elegance and efficiency of geometric proofs. Let's explore this theorem through the lens of coordinate geometry and, conceptually, vector geometry. In coordinate geometry, by carefully placing a quadrilateral on a coordinate plane and applying distance and slope formulas, we can rigorously prove that if one pair of opposite sides is both equal and parallel, the other pair must also be parallel. This approach transforms geometric properties into algebraic equations. Conceptually, in vector geometry, if two opposite sides are represented by equal vectors, it directly implies they are parallel and equal in magnitude. This vectorial equality then automatically forces the remaining two sides to also be represented by equal vectors, thus forming a parallelogram. This offers an elegant and abstract way to understand the theorem. This theorem has profound applications in geometric constructions and advanced problem-solving, even hinting at engineering insight. For constructions, it's the basis for drawing accurate parallelograms. In building complex proofs, identifying a hidden parallelogram using this theorem can unlock solutions to seemingly difficult problems, especially when combined with the midpoint theorem or properties of triangles. For example, in mechanical engineering, mechanisms like pantographs or certain linkages rely on maintaining parallel and equal components to ensure stable, predictable motion. If one pair of opposing links is designed to be equal and parallel, the entire linkage often forms a parallelogram, guaranteeing specific translational or rotational movements. This principle is fundamental in designing precise machinery and even in computer-aided design for generating accurate geometric models. At the hardest level, it's crucial to understand advanced problem types and common pitfalls. A common error is confusing the theorem with its converse or assuming insufficient conditions, like just parallelism or just equality. Many competitive exam problems require this theorem as an intermediate step within a larger proof, demanding you identify hidden parallelograms by constructing auxiliary lines. You'll often need to combine this theorem with other geometric concepts, such as triangle properties, the midpoint theorem, or algebraic expressions for side lengths. Mastering this means not only knowing the theorem but also understanding when and how to apply it effectively in diverse and challenging scenarios. Here are the first 5 hardest level practice questions. These are designed to challenge your deep understanding and problem-solving skills, often requiring a synthesis of multiple geometric concepts. Take your time, draw detailed diagrams, and try to construct rigorous proofs. Pause the video now to attempt these questions. And here are the remaining 5 hardest level questions. These will push your boundaries, exploring coordinate geometry applications, advanced proofs, and conceptual understanding. Remember, the goal is not just to find an answer but to understand the underlying geometric principles. Pause the video and tackle these final challenges. You've journeyed through the fascinating world of quadrilaterals, mastering the theorem that one pair of opposite sides equal and parallel implies a parallelogram. From basic definitions to advanced proofs and applications, you've gained invaluable insights. To continue your learning adventure and explore more such in-depth content, visit synapse.omaps.in. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting educational content. Keep learning, keep exploring, and keep excelling.